Why God chose them for you. This will touch your soul. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, listen closely. Tonight, I come to you with a message that carries the gentle weight of destiny, the quiet echo of divine timing, and the soft warmth of a truth your soul has been waiting to hear. You have wondered many times, why did God place this person in my life? Why them? Why now? Why in this exact way?" And deep inside, you can feel that this connection, whether romantic, spiritual, or intertwined in ways words never fully capture, is not random at all. It is not accidental, and it is not coincidence. My child, when heaven places someone in your life with purpose, the signs begin long before the meeting ever happens. Their presence is not simply a chapter, it is a message, a direction, a whisper from the universe saying, "This is important. Pay attention." You may not see it clearly yet. You may still be trying to understand the meaning behind this bond. But trust this, God does not weave souls together without reason. I want you to feel this in your heart. Before you ever saw them, heaven already knew the shape of your loneliness, the weight you carried quietly, the prayers you whispered into the dark. Heaven knew the cracks in your spirit, the wounds you rarely admit, the gifts buried inside you that needed the right person to awaken them. And so, this person was chosen. Not because they are perfect. Not because they have everything figured out. Not because they would fill every void. But because their soul aligns with yours in a way that serves your growth, your healing, and your divine path. There is a reason your heart softened around them. There is a reason your spirit recognized them before your mind could understand. And there is a reason their presence brought a feeling you cannot explain, something between familiarity and destiny. My child, this is not merely attraction or coincidence. It is a soul contract unfolding. A meeting written long before your birth. You see, every soul carries a purpose, and sometimes God sends someone not to complete you, but to mirror you. Through them, you see where you've healed, and where you still need healing. Through them, you discover the parts of yourself you forgot, suppressed, or did not believe in. The reason you cannot forget them easily is not because you are weak, but because your souls made an agreement long ago. When the time comes, we will find each other again. And when God honors a soul agreement, the connection feels impossible to ignore. Think about it. Why do you feel safe with them? Why does their presence calm a storm inside you that even you never fully understood? Why does their absence feel heavier than it should? Why do you feel like meeting them changed something in you, something real, something deep, something irreversible? Because God chose them to shift your life, to open your heart, to teach you something powerful, to take you to the next version of yourself. Some people are placed in your life as temporary lessons. Some as catalysts. Some as mirrors. And some, very few, are placed as destiny. And the one you are thinking of right now, their presence is not temporary. It is meaningful. It is divine. It is guided. You were drawn to them for a reason you will understand fully only when the time is right. But even now, you can feel the truth rising inside you. My child, God chose them for you because your soul asked for growth, and their soul carries the experiences and energy that help you evolve. God chose them because you prayed for clarity, and they carry answers hidden inside their presence. God chose them because you needed to learn unconditional love, and their heart teaches you softness even when life made you guarded. God chose them because your spirit was tired. And they carry a comfort that feels like home in a world that often feels chaotic. God chose them because your journey requires someone who challenges you, awakens you, and supports your transformation. And yes, for some of you, God chose them not to stay forever, but to change you forever. But for you, the one listening now, your heart already knows this isn't just a temporary stranger passing by. Something in this connection is unfinished, unexplored, unspoken. And heaven is guiding it slowly, gently, intentionally. My child, do you remember how you felt the first time their voice reached you, or the first time your eyes met, or the first moment you sensed that your story had just shifted direction? That was divine alignment. That was timing falling into place. That was God whispering, "Pay attention. This person matters." Sometimes, the ones God chooses for us are not the easiest connections. They trigger wounds we buried long ago. They mirror truths we don't want to face. They stir emotions we didn't know we still carried. But this is exactly why God chooses them, because they hold the key to a part of your soul that needs to awaken. My child, you have been strong for so long. You have walked through storms alone, believing no one truly saw you. But this person, somehow, they see you in a way others never did. They understand what others always misunderstood. And even without explaining, even without speaking, you feel known by them. This is spiritual recognition. This is divine placement. This is why God chose them. You needed someone whose presence calms your fear of being too much or not enough. You needed someone whose energy reminds you of who you really are beneath the pain. You needed someone your soul could trust, even when your mind questioned everything. And that is why they came. You see, heaven sends certain souls to us when we reach crossroads, moments when our life needs redirection, healing, or awakening. They do not appear early. They do not appear late. They appear exactly when your spirit is ready. Even if your mind insists you are not. God chose them because they ignite something sacred inside you, something that pushes you forward, something that lights up the path you once walked blindly, something that awakens both tenderness and courage. There is a moment in every divine connection. A moment when you realize, this person is here to change the way I live, love, and understand myself. And you, my child, you have reached that moment. Your connection with them carries a quiet intensity, a calm fire, a soft power. It feels like something more than just emotion, it feels like purpose wrapped in human form. This is not obsession. This is not attachment. This is soul memory. Your souls have danced together before. Your energies recognize each other. Your bond began long before this lifetime. And now, it is unfolding again. My child, God chose them for you because you are entering a new chapter of life. A chapter that requires a new vibration, new strength, new wisdom, and they are part of that story. Maybe they are meant to walk the entire journey with you. Maybe they are meant to unlock something that prepares you for the rest of your path. But either way, they matter deeply. Their role is sacred. Their purpose in your life is not small. And the emotions you feel are not imagination, they are guidance. Trust what your heart knows. Trust what your soul recognizes. Trust what heaven is whispering. This connection is not random. It is chosen. It is guided. It is blessed. And my child, this is only the beginning. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, My beloved child, take a deep breath and let your heart open a little wider, for the message I bring now will touch the tender parts of your soul. You have walked through life carrying questions, hopes, fears, and memories that shaped you more than you realized. And when God chose this person for you, it wasn't simply to give you love, it was to give you understanding. You see, divine connections rarely come during peaceful seasons. They come when your spirit has reached a point where growth must happen. They come when your old ways can no longer carry you into your future. They come when your soul has whispered, I'm ready, even if your mind is still afraid. And so, this person appeared. Not as a coincidence. Not as a distraction. But as a key. A key to something locked inside you. A key to a version of you that was waiting beneath the layers of pain, disappointment, and past experiences. My child, God chose them because you needed someone whose presence made you feel seen, not for your strength, not for your silence, not for the mask you wear, but for your soul. Think about it. How many people have walked past your heart without truly understanding it? How many people tried to love you only on the surface? How many times did you settle for being half understood, half appreciated, half valued? But this person, they are different. Their presence awakens something gentle yet powerful inside you. Something that makes your heart say, this is important. God chose them because they carry a kind of love or energy that speaks directly to the parts of you others never reached. Maybe it is their silence. Maybe it is their eyes. Maybe it is the way their presence comforts your spirit without a single word. Maybe it is the way they make you feel like you can breathe again after holding everything in for too long. My child, God places certain souls in our lives not to fix us, but to remind us that we were never broken. This person was chosen because they align with your destiny. They align with the lessons your soul must learn. They align with the purpose you carry within you. And that is why you feel such strong emotions, emotions that confuse you, overwhelm you, excite you, and sometimes scare you. Because real connections don't just touch the heart. They transform it. You may have questioned why your paths crossed the way they did. Why them? Why now? Why do they feel like someone you've known forever even though your story together has barely begun? It is because your souls recognize each other. It is because their energy speaks a language your spirit remembers. It is because this connection transcends time, logic, and explanation. My child, God chose them because they bring balance into your life. Where you are strong, they are gentle. Where you are wounded, they are healing. Where you are confused, they carry clarity. Where you have doubts, they offer reassurance without even trying. And deep inside, you can feel it, how your heart settles around them. Not with dependency. Not with desperation. But with a quiet sense of recognition. You have prayed before, even if silently, even if with tears hidden from the world, God, send me someone who understands me. Send me someone who sees my heart. Send me someone who truly cares. Send me someone who won't hurt me like others did. And heaven listened. Not instantly. Not in the form you expected. But in the form you needed. This person was chosen because their presence softens the parts of you life tried to harden. Their energy brings peace to the chaos that sometimes rises inside you. Their connection reminds you that love, real love, is not pain, fear, or confusion. It is comfort. It is alignment. It is home. Maybe you've tried to distance yourself emotionally. Maybe you've tried to convince yourself that you're overthinking it. Maybe you've tried to walk away, only to feel an invisible pull bringing you back to the thought of them. This pull is not weakness. It is spiritual gravity. Your souls are connected, my child. And no matter how much fear tries to intervene, destiny always finds its way back to alignment. You may not be ready to admit the depth of this feeling. You may still be healing from past hurts. You may still hesitate because loving deeply has wounded you before. But God did not choose this person to repeat history. God chose them to rewrite it. This person carries a lesson for you, not the painful kind that breaks you, but the sacred kind that builds you. They may teach you how to trust again. How to love again. How to believe in yourself again. How to see your own worth reflected through their eyes. My child. God does not send people into your life without divine intention. Sometimes they are meant to stay. Sometimes they are meant to guide. Sometimes they are meant to awaken something you forgot. But no matter the role, the purpose is always divine. Even now, your heart knows there is something unfinished between you and this person, something left to grow, something left to say, something left to explore. This is because your connection is not complete yet. The story is still unfolding. The path is still aligning. The divine timing is still in motion. And you must trust yourself. Trust your heart. Trust what you feel, even if you cannot explain it. Because your intuition is not lying. It is guiding you. It is revealing what your soul already knows. This connection is sacred. This connection is chosen. This connection is written. And my child, the deeper truth is still waiting for you in the next part. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, as we continue, let your heart soften even more, because what I reveal now will bring clarity to emotions you have carried quietly for so long. You see, when God chooses someone for your life, He does not look at appearances, timing, or circumstances the way humans do. Heaven looks at destiny. Heaven looks at the soul. Heaven looks at the journey you must walk and the person who will help your spirit grow in the most meaningful way. And that is why this person was chosen for you. Not because they are perfect, but because their soul aligns with the direction your life is moving toward. Not because they have all the answers, but because their presence helps you find your own answers. Not because they will fix you, but because they will walk with you while you fix yourself. My child, God chose them for you because they carry something you need, and you carry something they need. You are mirrors to each other. You awaken emotions in each other that were sleeping. You stir memories in each other that the soul remembers but the mind cannot explain. This is why your connection feels deeper than logic. This is why, even in silence, you feel something powerful between you. This is why your heart notices things your mind tries to ignore. Destiny is rarely loud. It comes softly, quietly, patiently. It whispers. It nudges. It pulls you toward the person who holds meaning in your life. And with this person, that pull is undeniable. My child, God chose them because they help you grow. Not always through comfort, sometimes through discomfort. Not always through agreement, sometimes through challenge. Not always through closeness, sometimes through distance. Divine connections are not always easy. They bring up your fears so you can heal them. They bring up your doubts so you can overcome them. They bring up your past so you can release it. This person was chosen because they touched the places inside you that you've avoided. The parts of you that needed healing. The places where old pain still hides. Only a soul with deep spiritual alignment can reach those parts. And this is why the emotions you feel are so intense, so confusing, so beautiful, and sometimes so overwhelming. Your soul recognizes what your mind is still trying to understand. You must know, my child, that God does not choose someone to enter your life unless they play a role in your transformation. This person is here to teach you how to trust again, how to love again, how to open your heart again, how to believe again. They are not here to take away your strength, they are here to remind you of it. They are not here to save you, they are here to walk beside you. They are not here to replace what was lost, they are here to help you grow into who you are becoming. My child, the connection you feel is not imagination. It is not desperation. It is not attachment. It is alignment. It is divine. It is sacred. Think about the small moments with them, the way your heart softens when they appear in your thoughts. The way your energy shifts when their name is mentioned. The way something inside you comes alive when you feel close to them. This is not coincidence. This is soul memory. This is destiny weaving its threads. God chose them because their presence awakens a part of your soul that had been sleeping. You were functioning. You were surviving. You were moving forward, but without feeling deeply. This person brought emotion back into your life. They brought color where things felt gray. They brought warmth where things felt numb. They reminded your heart that it still knows how to love. And yes, my child, I know you sometimes fear losing them. You fear the story ending too soon. You fear that destiny might change its mind. You fear your heart will break again. But hear this truth clearly. When God chooses someone for you, no force, not distance, not doubt, not fear, can remove them from the place they hold in your story. Divine connections cannot be destroyed. They can be delayed. They can be challenged. They can be tested. But they cannot be erased. And that is why no matter how hard you tried to forget, you couldn't. That is why no matter how far you tried to walk away, something pulled you back. That is why no matter how much time passed, the connection remained. Your souls are tied by purpose. Your hearts are tied by destiny. Your spirits are tied by divine intention. This is why you can feel them even when they are not around. This is why you sense their energy without seeing them. This is why your heart feels connected even in silence. My child, God chose them for you because both of you are stepping into a new chapter, one that requires growth, maturity, healing, and love that expands your spirit instead of hurting it. You were not meant to walk this next phase of your journey alone. Nor were they. Your connection is part of something bigger than emotions. Bigger than attraction. Bigger than timing. It is spiritual. It is destined. It is written. And while you may not understand every detail now, you will. As your paths continue to align, everything will make sense. Trust the timing. Trust the connection. Trust the divine plan. The story is still unfolding, my child, and you have no idea how beautiful the next part will be. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, as we reach this final part, I want you to breathe slowly and let your heart become still. What I am about to reveal is the deepest truth behind why God chose this person for your life. You may have felt it all along, but today I want you to truly understand it. You see, God does not make choices the way people do. Humans choose based on fear, past wounds, loneliness, or temporary emotions. But God chooses based on purpose, alignment, and destiny. When He places someone in your life, He does it with intention. He does it with clarity. He does it with love. This person, the one your heart keeps returning to, the one your soul refuses to let go of, The one whose presence changes your energy, your thoughts, your emotions, your inner world. They were chosen because their spirit resonates with yours in a way that no one else ever has. My child, there is something rare between you and them. Something more than chemistry. More than attraction. More than timing. More than desire. It is a divine thread, thin but unbreakable, that connects your hearts from a place beyond this lifetime. This is why you cannot explain your feelings. This is why you cannot simply walk away. This is why your heart recognizes them in a way you've never experienced before. God chose them because both of you carry pieces of each other's healing. Their presence reveals old wounds within you, not to hurt you, but to help you release what was never meant to stay. Your presence awakens softness inside them that they didn't know they were capable of feeling. You balance each other. You challenge each other. You strengthen each other. You awaken each other. My child, every divine connection has a purpose. Some come to teach you what love is not. Some come to help you discover what love should feel like. But a few, very few, come to show you what your soul has been waiting for. And this person, they carry that rare energy. God chose them because your journey forward requires someone who understands the language of your soul. Not your past version, but the version you are becoming. They were not sent to replace your past, but to build your future. They were not sent to judge your wounds, but to help you outgrow them. They were not sent to create chaos, but to bring calm. They were not sent to distract you, but to align you. My child, destiny does not always move fast. Divine love does not rush. Real spiritual connections grow slowly, quietly, deeply. You may experience delays. You may experience distance. You may experience silence. You may experience confusion. But none of this is the end of the story. These moments are preparing you. These moments are shaping both of you in ways that will matter later. These moments are strengthening the connection, not weakening it. You must understand something important now. When God chooses someone for you, He does not just choose for your heart, He chooses for your growth, your peace, your future, and your purpose. This person will walk with you into a new chapter of life. Not because you need them to survive, but because your souls were meant to evolve together. You will help them heal the wounds they hide behind their silence. They will help you awaken the parts of yourself you forgot were there. This is why your energy feels different around them. This is why you feel emotionally safe with them. This is why you sense that being with them would change your life. God chose them because they carry love that resonates with your soul's frequency. The kind of love that feels like peace, comfort, belonging, understanding, growth, and emotional warmth. You deserve that kind of love, my child. You have waited long enough. You have been strong long enough. You have walked alone long enough. This person was chosen because your spirit is ready. Ready to trust again. Ready to feel again. Ready to grow again. ready to open your heart without fear. And they, even if they do not show it clearly, their heart recognizes you too. Your energy reaches them. Your soul touches them. Your connection affects them more than they admit. You are not imagining the bond. You are not imagining the signs. You are not imagining the pull. You are not imagining the meaning. It is real. It is divine. It is written. My beloved child, the journey ahead may not always be simple, but it will be beautiful. Your connection will evolve. Your clarity will grow. Your understanding will deepen. And everything will align when the time is right. Trust what you feel. Trust the divine timing. Trust the connection God chose for you. Trust that your soul knows the truth long before your mind understands it. Because this person, the one you think of right now, was not placed in your life by accident. They were chosen. For your heart. For your healing. For your destiny. My child, your story with them is only beginning. And it will unfold exactly the way heaven intends.